Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. What does it mean to be weak? What is this weakness that so many of us hide behind, so many of us use as a convenient excuse to not rise to the occasion? We have been conditioned to believe that weakness is something that defines us, something that restricts us from being all that we can be. But let me tell you, this is the illusion of weakness. We mistake vulnerability for weakness. We believe that showing any sign of struggle, any sign of fear, is a sign of our defeat. But in reality, it's not weakness, it's a reflection of life itself, a reminder of the truth we have forgotten. You see, life is not about avoiding struggle. It's about embracing it, understanding it, and using it as the fuel to fire your own transformation. The truth is that within each of us lies an untapped power, a monster that has been lying dormant. It is your true self, the part of you that is capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. The question is not whether you are powerful. The question is whether you will allow yourself to awaken that power, to let it surface from the depths of your being and flow into the world around you. The first step in stopping the act of being weak is recognizing that you've been sold a lie. Power does not belong to those who are more fortunate, more intelligent, or more connected. Power is not something granted by the world, it is something you claim for yourself. And if you want to step into your power, you must stop looking for permission. You must stop waiting for validation from others, stop measuring yourself by their standards, and start measuring yourself by your own. The moment you realize that you hold all the cards, that you have everything you need inside of you to break free, is the moment you stop being weak. It's the moment you begin your transformation. Once you stop letting yourself be defined by weakness, you must learn the art of self-mastery. Power is not chaos, power is control. When you are unable to control your mind, your emotions, or your actions, you are at the mercy of life. Life will decide your path for you, and you'll find yourself stuck in the same repetitive cycles, unable to break free. But when you take control, when you learn to command your thoughts and actions, everything changes. It is not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. Every action, every thought, every decision, all lead you closer to your desired future. When you master yourself, you stop being a victim of your circumstances. You start being the creator of your own reality. And then comes the crucible of life, the inevitable hardships, the struggles that will come your way. They are not your enemy. They are not obstacles to your success. They are the very fire in which your strength will be forged. Without adversity, you will never know what you are truly capable of. Every time you rise from the ashes of difficulty, you emerge stronger, sharper, more focused. You become not just a survivor of life, but its true master. It's in the hardest of times, when all seems lost, that your strength is tested, and if you face it with courage, if you rise above it with conviction, you will realize that the monster you feared was never outside of you, it was always within. Finally, you must understand this greatness is not given. It is seized. There is no room for hesitation in the pursuit of your destiny. You must act. You must do it with purpose, with intent, and with the ferocity of someone who has already seen the outcome they desire. Do not wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. You must act in the now, in this very moment. Stop letting fear and self-doubt paralyze you. Step into the arena of life with the certainty that you were born to dominate, that you have the capacity to achieve anything. When you stop playing small, when you stop apologizing for your power, the world will have no choice but to step aside for you. So, my friend, stop being weak. Stop hiding from your own greatness. Embrace the strength that is within you. Face your fears, embrace adversity, and rise above it. And when you awaken that monster within, when you allow yourself to truly become the force of nature you are capable of being, you will see how nothing in life can stand in your way. Step into your power, act with purpose, and let the world bear witness to the force of nature that is you. For too long, we have been fed the illusion of weakness. We have been told that to be vulnerable, to show signs of struggle, to admit when we're hurting means that we are weak. Society has conditioned us to believe that strength is only displayed in perfection, in the facade of having it all together. But let me tell you something, weakness, as it is often portrayed, does not exist. It is a construct, a label that society has slapped on us to keep us from understanding the true nature of strength. Weakness is nothing more than a misguided perception, a false narrative that we have bought into without questioning its validity. The truth is, being vulnerable does not equate to weakness. Being open, being willing to express your struggles, does not mean you are defeated. In fact, it takes incredible strength to be vulnerable. It takes courage to stand before the world and say, I am struggling, or I do not have all the answers. The ability to admit that you are imperfect is not a sign of weakness, it's a demonstration of your humanity. Strength is not the absence of struggle, but the resilience in moving through it. It is not about avoiding pain. It is about learning how to grow and rise through it. Those who are truly strong are those who face their challenges head-on, without hiding behind the illusion of perfection. You see, we often confuse the act of hiding our vulnerability as strength, but what we don't realize is that hiding only perpetuates the illusion of weakness. When we hide our true feelings, our real struggles, we prevent ourselves from growing. We become trapped in a cycle of shame and self-doubt, believing that our imperfections make us less worthy, less capable, less strong. But here's the key, it's through our struggles that we find our power. It is through overcoming our weaknesses that we tap into the strength that lies deep within us. There's a great power in owning your struggles, in accepting that they are part of the process. Every great figure, every person who has ever accomplished something extraordinary, has faced their own battles. They were not immune to hardship. They did not shy away from it. They leaned into it, learned from it, and emerged stronger as a result. It is through our hardships that we refine our character, that we grow into the people we were always meant to be. And that's where true strength lies, not in pretending to be invincible, but in becoming unshakable in the face of adversity. The illusion of weakness also ties into our fear of judgment. We fear that if others see our struggles, if they see us for who we truly are, imperfections, and all, they will reject us. But here's the reality: people are drawn to those who are real. They are drawn to those who embrace their flaws, because when you are authentic, you give others permission to do the same. Your authenticity, your willingness to be vulnerable, is what connects you to the world. It is the strength in your honesty that allows you to build true relationships, not the pretense of perfection. When you hide your struggles, you isolate yourself, and that is where true weakness lies, in isolation. It is through connection, through being open and honest, that we find our power. The illusion of weakness is a trap that keeps you from stepping into your full potential. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of self-judgment and fear, preventing you from moving forward and achieving greatness. The real question you need to ask yourself is this: how long will you allow this illusion to control you? How long will you allow the belief that you are weak to hold you back from becoming the person you were always meant to be? You are not weak. You are not defined by your struggles or your moments of vulnerability. You are defined by your ability to rise, to persist, to continue moving forward despite the challenges you face. Embrace your struggles, your imperfections, and your vulnerability. They are not your weaknesses, they are your stepping stones to greatness. And the moment you stop buying into the illusion of weakness, you will begin to see the strength that lies within you. The moment you stop hiding your true self is the moment you begin to unleash your full power on the world. There comes a moment in every person's life when they stand at the edge of something great, but they hesitate. You feel it, an unease that runs through your veins, a subtle voice in the back of your mind telling you that you are not enough, that you don't deserve what lies before you. But let me tell you, the truth is you are more than enough. You are not merely capable of greatness, you were made for it. The question is, will you embrace your true power, or will you allow your own self-doubt to limit your potential? There is a vast, untapped energy within you, a force that has been lying dormant for far too long. It's a power that's not just about physical strength or worldly success. No, it's a deeper power, a strength that rises from the core of your being, from the essence of who you truly are. It's the power to make choices that align with your deepest purpose. It's the power to overcome every obstacle, to face every fear and still stand tall. But here's the thing, this power will not reveal itself to you until you decide to claim it. It will not make its presence known until you step into it and say, I am ready. Too often, we shy away from our own strength because we are afraid of what it means to truly own it. There's a lie we've been told that we must be humble, that we must shrink ourselves to fit into the expectations of others. But this is a trap. The world does not need more small, timid souls who are afraid to show up fully. The world needs you to rise. The world needs you to be unapologetically powerful, to stand in your full potential, and to let the light of who you are shine through. When you embrace your true power, you stop seeking validation from others. You stop waiting for permission to take action, to speak your truth, to pursue your dreams. You realize that you don't need anyone's approval to be great. The only approval you need is your own. And once you accept this, once you make the decision to stop seeking external validation, you will feel an incredible freedom. You will stop holding yourself back. Stop dimming your light for the comfort of others. You will realize that your greatness is not only your birthright, but your responsibility. The world needs your brilliance, your vision, your courage. But embracing your true power is not just about taking bold actions. It is also about the internal work, the discipline of mastering your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs. Your mind is one of your greatest tools, yet it can also be your greatest enemy if you do not learn how to control it. You cannot allow negative thoughts or limiting beliefs to dictate your path. Instead, you must rewire your mind to focus on what is possible, on what you are capable of achieving. You must remind yourself daily that you are not defined by your past, by your mistakes, or by the opinions of others. You are defined by your potential, and that potential is limitless. Every great person in history has faced moments of doubt. Every individual who has ever achieved greatness has encountered resistance, both from the world and from within. But it is in those moments of resistance that true power is born. It's in those moments when everything seems uncertain, when the weight of the world presses down upon you, that you discover the true depth of your strength. When you choose to keep going in spite of the fear, in spite of the challenges, you tap into a well of power you never knew existed. It's like a muscle that grows stronger the more you use it, a force that becomes unstoppable once you learn how to harness it. Embracing your true power means taking responsibility for your own life. It means owning your choices, both good and bad, and recognizing that every moment is an opportunity to create something new. When you own your power, you stop blaming others for your circumstances. You stop living as if you are a victim of your environment, and instead you take full control of your destiny. You understand that your future is not dependent on luck or chance, it is dependent on the decisions you make right now, in this very moment. I'm telling you right now, the moment you decide to embrace your power, to stop waiting for the world to give you permission, that is the moment everything changes. The moment you stop pretending to be anything less than you are, the universe begins to open doors for you. Things start falling into place. Opportunities begin to present themselves. People are drawn to your energy. And you will start to see that your true power was never something that needed to be earned. It was always within you, waiting for you to claim it. So I challenge you today, stop playing small. Stop hiding behind excuses, behind your fears, behind the limiting beliefs that have held you back for so long. You were not born to live a life of mediocrity. You were born to achieve greatness, to make an impact, to leave a legacy. Your true power is ready and waiting to be unleashed. The only question that remains is, are you ready to embrace it? When you take control of your mind, you take control of your life. It may sound simple, but it is one of the most profound truths you will ever encounter. Too many people wander through life as if they're passengers, caught in the current of external circumstances, allowing the world to dictate their actions, emotions, and thoughts. They're like ships adrift on the ocean without a rudder, without a compass. But those who understand the power of self-mastery, those who recognize that they are the captains of their own destiny, they are the ones who shape their world, they are the ones who build legacies. Self-mastery is the art of discipline, not just in what you do, but in what you think. It starts with your thoughts, because every action, every decision, every outcome is born from a thought. If you're constantly thinking about your limitations, your failures, or the obstacles in your way, that's exactly what you will manifest in your life. But when you change your thoughts, you change your reality. Think about this. The mind is a powerful tool, more powerful than any machine, more resilient than any structure. It can create, it can destroy, it can lift you to the heights of success or drag you into the depths of despair. The question is, how do you choose to use it? Do you allow your mind to be cluttered with negativity, fear, and doubt? Or do you choose to fill it with thoughts of possibility, power, and purpose? The mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow. If you plant seeds of insecurity, weakness, and self-pity, that's what will sprout. But if you plant seeds of confidence, strength, and optimism, that's what will bloom. You must be intentional about what you plant. You must be disciplined enough to remove the weeds, the negative, destructive thoughts, and nurture the seeds that will grow into your future success. And it doesn't stop with your thoughts. Self-mastery extends to your emotions. Too many people are slaves to their emotions, letting anger, frustration, fear, or even joy dictate how they behave. Imagine how powerful it would be if you could control your emotions instead of letting them control you. When you master your emotions, you are no longer a puppet of the circumstances around you. You are grounded, centered, and focused. Whether it's a stressful day, a tough conversation, or a challenging task, you have the ability to remain calm, composed, and decisive. The next step is your actions. Your thoughts and emotions are powerful, but without action, they are useless. Self-mastery is about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions towards a common goal. It's about not just thinking about success, but working towards it every single day, even when it's hard, even when the world seems to be pushing against you. The great achievers in life didn't just think about what they wanted, they got up every day. They made a plan, and they took deliberate, consistent actions to make that plan a reality. Discipline is at the core of self-mastery. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, but true mastery comes when you can push through when things are difficult. When you can keep your mind focused, your emotions in check, and your actions consistent, no matter the challenges you face. It's when the temptation to quit is strongest that your commitment to self-mastery will determine your success. Mastery is earned through sacrifice, through doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. And it all starts with the understanding that your mind is the greatest tool you possess. You are the master of your mind, not the other way around. If you want to change your life, change your thoughts. If you want to experience freedom, take control of your emotions. If you want to build a legacy, take consistent action every single day, without exception. Self-mastery is not an overnight process, it's a lifelong journey. It requires patience, dedication, and a deep commitment to your own growth. But when you begin to take control of your mind, When you start directing your thoughts, emotions, and actions with intention, you'll realize that your life is no longer something that happens to you. It's something you create. And once you understand that, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Adversity is not something we can escape, no matter how hard we try. It's a part of life, an inevitable reality that challenges us, tests us, and at times breaks us. But let me tell you something crucial: adversity is not your enemy. It is your greatest teacher. The way you handle adversity, the way you respond to the challenges that life throws at you, will define not only who you are, but who you will become. What you must understand is that within every trial, every difficulty, there is an opportunity for growth, for strength, for transformation. And if you can harness the power of adversity, you will see it not as a stumbling block, but as a stepping stone toward becoming the best version of yourself. I think about the most successful, the most resilient individuals you know. What is it that makes them stand apart from everyone else? It's not that they've lived easy lives or that they've never faced hardship. In fact, many of them have faced challenges that would have broken most people. But what they've done differently is that they have learned to turn those challenges into their greatest source of strength. They've understood that resilience is not about never falling down. Resilience is about getting up every time you fall, about learning from your mistakes, about using every setback as fuel to move forward with greater intensity. What if you could look at every hardship, every moment of pain, not as something to fear, but as an opportunity to grow? What if you could embrace that pain, not as a sign of weakness, but as a testament to your strength? It's in the face of adversity that we discover what we're truly made of. When life forces you to your knees, when you feel like the world is caving in, that is when you need to dig deep and find that inner strength that's been lying dormant within you all along. It is in those moments of darkness that your true power begins to emerge. But let's be clear, transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, a long and difficult journey. It requires patience, perseverance, and the willingness to face discomfort head-on. When you're going through tough times, it might feel like there's no way out, like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But the very fact that you're still standing, that you haven't given up, that you continue to push forward, that is your strength. And the more you embrace it, the more you transform. You become something more than what you were before. You become stronger, wiser, and more capable than you ever thought possible. What you need to understand is that adversity does not define you, it refines you. When you face hardship with the right mindset, it can shape you into a person who is not only capable of enduring more, but who is able to thrive despite the challenges. Life will never stop testing you. There will always be new hurdles to overcome, new obstacles to face. But the more you encounter and rise above, the more you grow. Your capacity to endure will increase, your resilience will strengthen, and you will become a person who cannot be broken. So when life presents you with adversity, do not shrink away from it. Do not retreat into fear. Instead, rise to meet it head-on. Use it as an opportunity to grow, to transform, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Let adversity shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. And in doing so, you will turn every trial, every moment of struggle, into a powerful catalyst for your own transformation. The challenges you face in life are not just obstacles to be avoided, they are opportunities to redefine who you are. The adversity you encounter will either shape you into a person of strength or a person of surrender. The choice is yours. When you embrace adversity, not as an enemy, but as a powerful force that forges your character, you unlock the ability to overcome anything that stands in your way. Remember, it's not the hardships that determine your destiny, but how you respond to them. It's your resilience, your mindset, your commitment to keep moving forward, no matter how heavy the burden may feel. By learning to use adversity as fuel, you will emerge not just unbroken, but empowered. You will be the kind of person who rises with purpose and power, no matter what life throws at you. So embrace the struggle, learn from it, and let it shape you into someone who is capable of achieving greatness. You have the strength within you to turn every setback into a setup for a greater comeback. Keep moving, keep growing, and let adversity be the force that drives you to your highest potential. The world has no idea what you're capable of when you learn to face life's challenges with unshakable resolve.